I'm sorry to hear about your husband, first of all. Do you mind sharing with me how he passed?
He was an alcoholic.
Okay.
And he was drinking and driving and ran a red light and got hit by a truck.
Oh, my God. And now you say she wasn't there for you as a friend?
She was at first when he first passed, and then things kind of went sideways a little bit. I had postpartum really bad because I had just had my second child.
Yeah.
My kids were 2 months and 1.5 whenever,
wow.
whenever he got in the car
How
wreck.
long ago was this?
3 years ago.
3 years ago. Okay. And why are you here today?
To try to mend things with Sam. We've been friends since 2017. We were pregnant together with our first kids. She's the godmom to my children.
Wow. So y'all are really close.
Really close. We're really close, yeah. After Justin passed away, I was going through grieving and postpartum, and I got into addiction. And Sam was there for the first, 6 to 8 months. And then I guess instead of like trying to help me, she just like packed up and left. And I get that, like she wanted to protect her son and not be around those things. But whenever she didn't only just leave, she became my enemy. She was slandering me on Facebook and posting very.
So in your mind, you're like, it's one thing if you don't want to be around me while I'm going through this dark moment.
Yeah.
But it's another thing to go out in the world and start talking negatively about me.
Well, and out of everybody, it hurt the most from her.
Yeah,
because,
of course. This is supposed to be your best friend. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I understand. Here you go, love. That had to have been devastating.
And so, even whenever, so I ended up giving my mom temporary guardianship of my kids, but at first I was fighting it because I wanted to I was trying to get on the right path. And I was going to these court dates alone, and she was going with my mom to fight against me.
That had to have been a very hard moment of your life. Understand. My producers say you two got into a Facebook argument and they want me to see the messages. Ty doesn't want to see your ass, and I don't want him seeing it either because you used to have a thing for him, and it's not appropriate. If you were my friend, you would respect that.
What she's talking about is Sam got me into doing OnlyFans. Like, she's the one that, she got me into doing all that. Well, I would post certain things only on my story on Facebook to try to get customers. And the thing is, I knew Ty for years before I knew Sam. We were all friends. Like, we were all hanging out together. Like, my kids loved him, and Sam. Like, there must be my kids as godparents. Like, so I would, and especially being my best friend, I would never cross over that line.
Yeah.
Well, whenever she reached out to me about Ty wanting to take me off Facebook or whatever it was, I said, okay, that's fine. Like, okay. And she like started getting upset about it, like acting like I had a problem with it. I'm like, if he doesn't want to see what I'm posting, that's fine.
So she thinks there's something going on between you and her fiancé.
Yeah.
You have sat there, and the reason I don't trust you with my man, because not only have you already sent him nudes and you had a crush on him from the beginning, but you have constantly talked about him even after we're done being friends. You keep bringing him up about how if you wanted him, you could have had him and he would have never got with me, or how you used to like him first, and how apparently you used to tell everybody that y'all slept together. You also tried to hook up with my ex when we were together. You also tried to buy him things so he would sleep with you. And then on top of that, you helped him cheat on me by hiding his Tinder from me and try to tell me it was yours. So why would I trust you?
Well, the first part of all that about the Ty stuff is none of that's true whatsoever. And
Did you help him hide a Tinder profile?
She's talking about the father to her children. And at the time, I still had feelings for him. I was still upset about
And you would try to break us up.
So I'm glad I got this information because it sounds like this past relationship has bled into this new relationship.
Absolutely.
Because everything you're saying is not about your current fiance. Her relationship with your current fiance is about the past. But because of the past, you feel like it could be going on again.
Exactly, especially because she has already said, even the night that me and him met, it was the night that we met that she was sending him nudes after he hit on me first. And once he saw what she was sending, the nudes and everything, he didn't want to touch her. I mean, that's the reality of it.
How do you describe the friendship before you two fell out?
We were actually really close. After our pregnancy, we got really, really close. Things were good. It was the minute I moved in with her that things kind of took a turn. And especially once I started hooking up with Ty under her roof, oh yeah, things just took a turn for the worse. You know, I mean, she would walk around, for someone who didn't like him, she would walk around the house half naked while he's there and not care. And as a friend, that's disrespectful. If you know that I'm hooking up with him and you know I have feelings for him, you should never be walking around the house half naked in front of anyone's man. I would never do that to your husband, and I never did that. I respected your relationship.
First of all, it was my house.
It don't matter.
It's my house.
I'm gonna walk around. It was your mom's house.
Okay,
your mom, you didn't pay anything to live there. Your mom's house.
Yes, I did. I paid the utilities.
Okay, but it was your mom's house.
It was my family's
house.
It's not the point here. And walking around half dressed, I wear booty shorts all the time.
You don't do that in front of your friend's man. If we're family like you said you are,
y'all weren't even.
It don't matter.
Y'all weren't even together yet. Y'all were hooking up,
and I had feelings, and you knew that.
And yes, I did.
What does Ty say about her?
He don't. Well, he was fine with her at first, but then he was seeing some shady. He was seeing her doing too much. He was embarrassed to be out in public with her.
Do you believe him?
I want to, because I want to trust him, but at the same time, like, he was a part of the whole sending nudes back and forth, and with everybody sitting there saying that she said they hooked up, I need to know.
Did he ever tell you they hooked up?
He said that they didn't, but I have trust issues with both my relationship and her.
Did you actually go to court against Lacey?
I went with her mom because her mom asked me to.
And did you actually say things that could harm
I never
her?
got the chance, because had I done that, I would have told them.
I didn't get the chance.
I didn't get the chance. They didn't let me speak. So
if you got the chance to speak, you would have.
Yeah, I was trying to protect her kids from her. She wasn't protecting them. I'm saying you put my son in a worse situation by bringing drug addicts and drugs around my kid.
Okay. Whenever you and Ty first started hooking up and he was coming to my house, we were all going out to the bar together and doing ecstasy together. So you can't before I started getting more on the drugs.
Meth.
It's the same thing.
You were doing meth with my kid in the house.
Ecstasy is the same.
I let you watch my son, though,
nothing.
but my son was never there. So don't blame
but
that.
I wasn't,
no. Don't blame you. No.
Came back
I'm talking.
After
Do not blame you going back into your addiction on me.
I'm not blaming it on you, but you did drugs with me too. So how can you sit here and say all these things?
But you're an adult. You can say no, right?
But I was at a very vulnerable point in my life, I was doing whatever.
I was going through a breakup of my family.
I
understand
that. He was
Sam,
still on
do
there.
you feel like Lacey has been through a lot? Like, her husband dying,
but so
the addiction.
Absolutely. But so has everybody else, and nobody uses those as excuses to be a person.
I understand that.
I want to see what Ty has to say about all this. So everyone, please welcome Ty to the show. Hey, Ty. How are you doing? Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Good. So how are you feeling about everything that was said?
Oh, it's jumbled up pieces that need fixing, I think.
Got it.
Because there's a lot of he said, she said between both of them that it's just, at this point, just a made-up story.
So what is your relationship with Lacey?
I've known her for a while. I went to high school with her husband, which I knew him really well. I didn't know Lacey really well. It was kind of just me and him. We never hung out. We never really talked. I don't know where the snapping and all these sending nudes back and forth came from, because that's never happened.
So you're saying that didn't happen at all? But what reason would she have to lie about that?
Because she's a narcissist.
Narcissist, yeah.
Okay, I understand that could be your opinion, but from me, an outside perspective, I don't see her benefiting at all, especially on this stage, lying about sending nudes back and forth. There would be nothing to benefit for that. It sounds more like you would have something to benefit by denying it.
I have not sent nudes to Lacey at all.
Okay.
And
okay, did you receive her nudes?
I may have received a couple of her nudes, but there was no response.
Okay, got it, but no response.
Because I'm sorry, but she's not my type. If you send me nudes, I'm just gonna ignore it. And
Got it.
I mean, the only way we could really know is if we unlock his phone, though, right?
Yeah.
Because I would like to see, what really happened.
Okay. Do you think that Sam is overreacting?
A little bit. I feel like she thinks something's up between me and Lacey. But I've told her there's nothing going on between me and Lacey.
Is that why you're sort of denying this, sort of just to confirm to her and like, make sure she knows like nothing went on?
Yeah, exactly.
I would never
Yes,
cross
exactly.
that boundary.
Okay.
The minute that they got together.
You never crossed that boundary
Yeah, I
that
heard
you
that,
slept
right?
with your husband's
Yes,
best friend
exactly.
after he died.
Okay, why are we? That has nothing to do with.
But that's
that
the thing.
that
you want to
has-
sit there and say that you don't
that
cross
has
you don't
no-
cross boundaries like that, but you slept with your husband's best friend after he
That
died.
has nothing to do with what's going on
It doesn't
here.
matter. You say you don't cross
Okay,
boundaries.
me
You
and my
cross
hu-
boundaries all the
Me
time.
and my husband were in a open relationship where we had threesomes and things, so he knew about that. So that,
He
but
didn't
this
know.
has
He was-
yes,
he was
this
gone.
has nothing to do.
How
That
did
has
he know
nothing to
about
do with
that?
what we're talking about.
Sam, you want to know if Ty has been messaging Lacey on social media apps. Ty says he's not. My Unlock the Phone investigators searched his apps and found that Ty is telling the truth. Sam, you want to know if Ty has been texting Lacey. Ty says he has not. My Unlock the Phone investigators searched his texts and found that Ty is telling the truth. Sam, you want to know if Ty has been calling Lacey recently. Ty says he has not. My Unlock the Phone investigators searched his calls and found that Ty is again telling the truth.
I said there was nothing. I told you that there was nothing going on between us.
But it still don't mean I don't
And
trust you. You're a snake.
Oh, I'm a snake?
You're a snake.
What have I done to you to become a
So
snake, Sam?
after we stopped being friends, I stayed off of social media and talking for a while because I honestly was like, you know what? Let's see if we can rekindle this relationship.
They're not talking at all. My question for you is, Lacey, what is there for you to hold on this relationship?
I was hoping to mend things, honestly.
On this stage, I have not seen her have, Sam, you have any respect or empathy for her.
No, not anymore. I had
And
it for so many years that I'm over it.
I get it. And you're valid for those feelings. That wasn't an indictment saying you're a bad person. What I'm just
Yeah.
noticing here is that there's nothing to hold on here. And it feels, it's sad because I can tell you generally want, it's a friendship. You wanted something. What I need to do, here you go, love. I need you to be with me real quick.
I was hoping to mend things and like reassure her that I don't want Ty. That was in the past. Like I thought we were all
Lacey,
past
I need
it.
you to be here with me real quick. You've been through a tumultuous couple of years. So I want you to think about all the things, and I want everyone, we're gonna all put our empathy hats on right now. 26, and I've been through losing my husband, the father of my children, through addiction issues. My kids have had to come out of my house. We've been in court where friends have betrayed me. You've been through a lot. You've been through a lot.
My thing as of now is like the little argument that we had in December. Like I was trying to reassure her that like
Listen,
what I was posting
I
was.
saw your growth. I saw the way that you
But
on this
even
stage could have responded to
the thing-
every low blow,
The
and
thing
you
with
didn't.
the Facebook stuff, like when she found out that I was getting a house and
But it
stuff,
doesn't
like
matter. Listen.
instead of just being
this is
happy
why-
for me
this
that
is
I
why
was
need-
sober.
This is why I need you to be here. This is why I need to be here. Because when we go through things, sometimes the rest of the world is not ready to see our growth and not ready to see where we're at. And it can feel hurtful because the people that are closest to us, we want them to see like, I'm better now. We want to convince them like, I'm not doing that. I'm trying. I'm different. Trust me now. And that's something that happens when it's like, I've been through a dark spot, and I want people to see that now I'm trying to live in the sunshine. I'm trying to be better. But that's not your job. And so what I need to do on this stage is I need to release you from that pressure. You just have to be on a journey to continue to be the best you for yourself and for those kids. Let your actions be how you fight back. Let your actions be how you fight back. Let them see you win. Let them see you grow. Let them see everything that's great coming to your life. And let that be how you respond to these other girls that are haters. Let that be the response. It's time for you to start the grieving process of this friendship. I know it's hard. I know it's going to be hard. I know it's going to be hard. But this friendship has run its course.
It's going to help us both, you know. It'll improve
It's going to
us.
help everybody.
It'll help everybody out.
But remember this, even though you're grieving this, even though you're grieving this relationship, it does not mean you're alone. Lacey, do you hear me? Even though you're grieving this relationship, it does not mean you're alone. Because I know that's what's going to trigger you. The minute that you're not focused on this, you can see clearly more about the people who are going to come in your life and who are going to love you and support you. hard to hear. But if you're looking for my advice, trust me, that's what's going to help you to get to that next level. All right? You hear me? I wish you the best of luck, sincerely. Okay? I wish all of you the best of luck.